Is a volume with BitLocker waiting for activation encrypted or not? In disk management, the partition says NTFS, BitLocker encrypted. In the BitLocker Drive Encryption Control Panel applet, it says BitLocker waiting for activation, and it has an option to turn on BitLocker. If I go to Settings and GT, Device Encryption, it says you need a Microsoft account to finish encrypting this device, but there it has an option to turn off. If I right-click the drive in this PC, there's an option to turn on BitLocker. Is the drive encrypted with BitLocker or not? Is the activation only for creating a recovery key, or does activation encrypt the partition?
The volume is encrypted, but the encryption key is saved in the clear. The volume is indeed encrypted, but BitLocker is suspended. This means the full volume encryption key, FAK, used to scramble the data is saved to disk in plain text where anyone can access it. This means they can access your data too. You can verify this for yourself. Assuming your volume is C, run, managed on C column, from an elevated command prompt. No, this won't turn BitLocker on, it's already on. Notice the last statement in the output. BitLocker protection is suspended until key protectors are created for the volume. According to Microsoft's documentation about suspending BitLocker, suspension of BitLocker does not mean that BitLocker decrypts data on the volume. Instead, suspension makes the key used to decrypt the data available to everyone in the clear. New data written to the disk is still encrypted. What does waiting for activation mean? The reason BitLocker is waiting for activation is because no key protectors exist for the volume. BitLocker uses protectors to control access to the FAK. Notice the output of Managed Protectors C column get. Until at least one protector is created, BitLocker cannot leave suspended mode, and the Windows UI will report that it's waiting for activation. How to finish activating BitLocker? There are several ways to activate BitLocker in this situation. I prefer doing so from the control panel as it allows you to enable protection without requiring a Microsoft account. In Start Search, manage BitLocker, and choose the result from Control Panel. In the BitLocker Drive Encryption applet, click Turn on BitLocker. Choose one of the options for backing up your recovery key. Finish the wizard. The result of completing this wizard is that your volume encryption key is protected and no longer saved to the disk in the clear. meaning your encrypted data is now actually protected from unauthorized access. How did BitLocker get enabled? Windows may have automatically enabled BitLocker after you completed the out-of-box experience, (UBE), if your device supports modern standby or is HTTP compliant. Since Windows 8.1 BitLocker has been automatically enabled on these devices. This means many new computers will come from the factory with BitLocker enabled by default. Additional resources. List of the different types of BitLocker key protectors. Super user answer discussing the relationship of the full volume encryption key and key protectors.
To turn BitLocker off without activation. In case where you want to get rid of BitLocker encryption without activating it first use. There is no other way to deactivate BitLocker while it is in that waiting state. This is useful when you want to use a different drive encryption solution, or want to switch twice to 256.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.